All right. Looks like we're recording there, and I'm still seeing audio in Studio One. Hello, everyone. This video is going to be hopefully a pretty quick one, all about panning in Studio One. So, what panning is being able to move your audio between the left and right speakers in your sound setup. And panning can get extremely complex, especially when you've got more than just a stereo setup or other, more complex things. You can really get into algorithms and other stuff like that. I'm not going to do all of that for right now. This is just a very basic overview. If you want to know more about panning and things like that, there are other resources out there. This is just a basic what it is, how to do it. So I've got a little session right here. I've got 3 tracks that we'll be recording with, and then we'll kind of play around with that. So I'm going to just start recording, and I'm going to talk. Hello, hello. Ha 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 ha. This is a test. And there's that file. It recorded it into the 3 tracks. They were all armed with this little record button right there. So for panning, there's a few different ways that you can implement it. The absolute easiest is to go in and open the mix window, which I have on the screen here. If I hide my face, you'll see that there's that button on the bottom of the screen, and then that will let you implement that. I'm just moving my camera because I realize I keep going off the side of the screen whenever I look over here. So anyways, the easiest way to play with panning is to open up the mix window, and then you'll see there's these vertical tracks, like you're looking at a mixer, for each of your horizontal tracks with the content that you can see up here. Towards the bottom, I won't go through everything in the mix window right now, but you'll notice these little blue vertical bars, and this is the panning, and by default it is center. You can see what the panning is right here in the middle. And if I move it, I can move them to the left, I can move them to the right, I can pick a spot in between so it sounds, not completely in the middle versus the other. So I'm going to take this and pan one all the way to the left and all the way to the right. Now this will apply to everything for the entire track. This entire track will be panned, in this case, hard left and hard right. We can adjust this with the automation here, and we can say automate the panning, and then you can tell it to change what that is, over time by creating these dots and whatnot. But that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to loop this section over and over again, and or not over and over again. We're going to hear it 3 times, but once out the middle, the left and right, and I may do the middle again just for fun. So here we are. I'm just going to solo. Here we are with the recording panned dead center. Hello, hello. Ha 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 ha. This is a test. Hello, hello. Ha 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 ha. This is a test. Hello, hello. Ha 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 ha. This is a test. Hello, hello. Ha 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 ha. This is a test. Hello, hello. Ha 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 ha. This is a test. All right, I think we get the idea that that's a test. So you should notice that when you pan something to the left, it'll be coming out of the listener's left speaker or left headphone cup. The right is the listener's right, and again, the center is dead in the middle. You can play around with some really fun stuff by doubling, or in this case, tripling tracks, and maybe have one at the center, and playing with like the panning and different levels, and you can get some really cool textures. So I recommend definitely having things panned, play around with that. Again, that was what we call hard panning left and right, so it was only out of those speakers, but you can get much more subtle mixes in between them. We'll learn more about panning when we have to play with mixing a little bit later in the semester, but I wanted to introduce the idea to you now as we will start to be implementing different sounds into different projects, and this will help you to expand a bit of what you can do in your stereo space. So that's going to end it from me, and I will see you all the next time that I see you. Bye.